When I was 17, my parents moved away and left me with only a note saying, "You'll figure it out." Years later, they contacted me again, but only after my success went viral, and they needed money. When I was 17, I came home to an empty house and a note on the kitchen counter that said only, "You'll figure it out." My parents and brother had moved 2 states away without telling me, canceling the lease and leaving me with nowhere to go. Within a week, I was sleeping wherever I could, then eventually in the back of a storage unit I rented with my last savings. I showered at the YMCA, ate peanut butter straight from the jar, and applied for jobs on library computers while pretending everything was fine. A diner finally hired me for the night shift, and I survived one exhausting day at a time. Slowly, things began to change. A regular customer helped me get a better job organizing office files, which led to more work. I learned quickly, asked questions, and pushed myself forward. By my early 20s, I was freelancing. By 25, I started my own consulting business, with a borrowed laptop and a folding table. At 29, I reached a real milestone, over $1 million saved, no debt, and a stable life I had built completely on my own. Through all those years, my family never contacted me once. Then one day, a podcast interview I gave about surviving family abandonment went viral, and suddenly I received an email from my mother saying maybe we should talk, followed by a message from my brother saying they missed me. I waited before answering, trying to understand why they were reaching out now. When I finally replied to my brother asking what had changed, he admitted their finances were collapsing and his wife needed surgery. The real reason for the sudden reconnection was obvious. Still, part of me wanted answers, so I met him at a coffee shop. He apologized and claimed he had been only 15 when our parents left me behind and had believed their story that I chose to stay. I told him the truth about surviving alone at 17, about the storage unit and the long nights working just to eat. He looked shocked, but something still felt incomplete. Soon after, my mother called and explained that they left me because they couldn't afford another child and assumed I would find help somewhere else. I hung up immediately. The next day, my father emailed asking if I could help them financially. That message finally made everything clear. I told my brother I was open to having a relationship with him, but set strict boundaries. No money, no loans, and no contact with our parents unless they truly accepted responsibility. His first reaction was anger, accusing me of being selfish with my success, which showed how deeply the old family dynamics still ran. After taking time away to think, I decided I would not allow guilt to pull me back into the same patterns that had destroyed my childhood. Over time, my brother realized the truth about our parents and began working on his own healing, while I continued building my life with people who had supported me when I needed it most. Looking back now, I understand something important about that note they left on the counter. They believed abandoning me meant I would fail without them. Instead, it forced me to learn who I really was and what kind of life I wanted. I did figure it out, just not in the way they expected.